Now in this video we're going to study a question on l'égalité entre les hommes et les femmes. L'égalité entre les femmes et les hommes, equality. And that's the overall topic here. And the question is from 2008. And it says, selon cette illustration, les femmes en Irlande font presque 2 fois plus de travail dans la maison que les hommes. So we were given an illustration and it showed this information here, and obviously we've got a picture of a woman and a picture of a man, and their sizes are proportionate to the amount of housework they do. And there was some text in the illustration, qui fait le ménage? Qui fait le ménage? Who does the housework? Faire le ménage, to do the housework. Et sur 100 minutes de tâches domestiques en France, out of 100 minutes of domestic work, domestic tasks, household tasks, une tâche en France, qui en fait le plus? Qui en fait le plus? Who does most of them? The en referring to the tasks. Who does most of them? Well, we had for 63 minutes housework being carried out by la femme et l'homme 37 minutes. And so this was our stimulus image here. And then the question, once again, selon cette illustration, according to this illustration, les femmes en France font presque 2 fois plus de travail, 2 times more, 2 fois plus de travail dans la maison que les hommes. Et pensez-vous que la situation en Irlande soit différente? Ça, c'est la question. Pensez-vous que la situation en Irlande soit différente? Do you think the situation in Ireland is different? And I'm going to say, as usual, I'm going to break up my answer into 3 parts. I'm going to say, no, I think the situation is the same in Ireland. So I'm going to recycle. Je vais utiliser le verbe penser. Penser and la situation, of course. And I'm going to say similaire. I'm going to use that word, similar. And now in my development, I'm going to say, however, the role of men and women has changed. So, however, I could say toutefois ou bien cependant, but or ceci étant dit. Having said that, it's a good way of kind of diverting your conversation. Having said that, the role of men, le rôle, the role of men and women has changed. So I'm going to use the verb changer in recent years, ces dernières années. Ces dernières années, in recent years. And now I'm going to say, yes, in my house, my mum does the work. She does the majority of the household chores. So I'm going to refer to la plupart des, the majority of. And I'm going to recycle the vocabulary from the text, des tâches ménagères, ménagères. And the majority, la plupart des tâches ménagères, but I'm going to say the reason is simple. My dad works longer. I'm going to say my father leaves the house, quitte la maison, and tôt le matin, early in the mornings, and he comes home, he rentre tard, and he comes home late. And then my mom works part-time, travaille à temps partiel, so that it's understandable in my house that my mother does more of the household work. Now, how to say it's understandable? Ça se comprend. Ça se comprend que it's understandable that. So that's my development point number 1. But my development point number 2, I'm going to say, on the other hand, in my friends' houses, the mothers do all the work. And en revanche, and in my friends' houses, the mothers do all the housework. Les travaux ménagers. So just to vary the expression a little bit, les tâches ménagères, up here the household tasks, and down here les travaux ménagers. That would be another way not to have repetition. And my mother does all the housework, and the mothers do all the housework in my friends' houses. I'm going to refer to preparing meals, doing the washing, cleaning the bathrooms, and doing grocery shopping. So I'm going to give an example of 3 or 4 household tasks that they do. I'm going to use the expression préparer les repas, faire la lessive. That's to do the washing, faire la lessive, faire les courses, and I'm going to say nettoyer les salles de bain. So that's to kind of beef out my answer, my second point a little bit, to give 4 examples of things that they do. And the fathers don't participate. I'm going to use the verb participer, or their husbands, leur mari, their husbands, un mari, a husband. And that's not justifiable, or nothing justifies that. I'm going to use the expression rien ne justifie cela. Nothing justifies that. Now, in the conclusion, I'm going to say in Ireland, in most cases, dans la plupart des cas. In most cases, dans la plupart des cas, it's the woman who does the housework. Again, faire le ménage, to do the housework, faire le ménage. And the situation is changing. Now, I used the verb to change at the top. That was changer, but in this case, I'm going to say évoluer for variation. Évoluer is evolving. But obviously, évidemment, obviously, there's a long road to travel. And that's un chemin, a road. With our preparation done now, let's write our answer. To tell the truth, no, I think the situation in Ireland is similar. À vrai dire, non, je pense que la situation en Irlande est similaire. À vrai dire, non, je pense que la situation en Irlande est similaire. Ceci étant dit, having said that, and that's my intro done now, and I'm going to go straight on to my development point number 1. However, the role of men and women has changed in recent years. Ceci étant dit, je crois que les rôles des hommes et des femmes irlandais ont beaucoup changé ces dernières années. Ceci étant dit, je crois que les rôles des hommes et des femmes irlandais ont beaucoup changé ces dernières années. I'm going to say certainly in my house, my mum does the majority of the household work. Bien sûr, certainly, chez moi, ma mère fait la plupart des tâches ménagères. But the reason is easy. Mais la raison est simple. Mon père quitte la maison très tôt le matin pour aller au travail. Mais la raison est simple, mon père quitte la maison très tôt le matin, very early le matin pour aller au travail. And I'm going to say in the evening, he doesn't come home until after 8. Mais le soir, il ne rentre pas avant 20 heures. He doesn't come back before 8. Mais le soir, il ne rentre pas avant 20 heures. On the other hand, my mom works part-time. En revanche, ma mère travaille à temps partiel. Therefore, it's understandable that she does more housework than my dad. Ça se comprend. Donc, it's understandable, therefore, qu'elle fait plus de travaux ménagers que mon père. So that's my development point 1 done, and now my development point number 2 is going to refer to the bigger picture in my friends' houses. En revanche, les mères de beaucoup de mes amis ont 2 emplois. On the other hand, the mothers of many of my friends have 2 jobs. Elles ont 2 emplois. Un emploi, a job. En revanche, les mères de beaucoup de mes amis ont 2 emplois. They juggle between their professional work and household work. Elles jonglent entre leur travail professionnel et leur vie familiale. They juggle between, jongler, entre leur travail professionnel et leur vie familiale and their family life. And they prepare meals. Elles préparent les repas, elles font le verbe faire, elles font la lessive, they do the washing, elles font les courses, they do the grocery shopping, elles nettoient les salles de bain, they clean the bathrooms, et tout le reste, and all the rest. So, elles jonglent entre leur travail professionnel et leur vie familiale. Elles préparent les repas, font la lessive, font les courses, nettoient les salles de bain, et tout le reste. And it often happens that their husbands don't participate. It often happens that leur husbands, ne participent pas du tout, don't participate at all aux tâches ménagères. And nothing justifies that. Rien ne justifie cela. And now in the conclusion, I'm going to say in Ireland, in most cases. Pour conclure, je dirais que I would say that, je dirais qu'en Irlande aussi, that in Ireland too, je dirais qu'en Irlande aussi, dans la plupart des cas, in most cases, c'est la femme qui fait le ménage. The situation is evolving. La situation évolue, mais évidemment, la situation évolue, the situation is evolving, mais évidemment, but obviously, il y a encore beaucoup de chemin à faire. There is still encore beaucoup de chemin à faire. And that is our answer complete now. And we have written 190 words there. It's about double the recommended amount of text, but that would be the equivalent of about 2/3 or 3/4 of a page, which is good for this situation. So let's read from the top down now. À vrai dire, non. Je pense que la situation en Irlande est similaire. Ceci étant dit, je crois que les rôles des hommes et des femmes irlandais ont beaucoup changé ces dernières années. Bien sûr, chez moi, ma mère fait la plupart des tâches ménagères. Mais la raison est simple, mon père quitte la maison très tôt le matin pour aller au travail. Le soir, il ne rentre pas avant 20h. En revanche, ma mère travaille à temps partiel. Ça se comprend donc qu'elle fait plus de travaux ménagers que mon père. En revanche, les mères de beaucoup de mes amis ont 2 emplois. Elles jonglent entre leur travail professionnel et leur vie familiale. Elles préparent les repas, font la lessive, font les courses, nettoient les salles de bain et tout le reste. Il arrive souvent que leur mari ne participe pas du tout aux tâches ménagères. Rien ne justifie cela. Pour conclure, je dirais qu'en Irlande aussi, dans la plupart des cas, c'est la femme qui fait le ménage. La situation évolue, mais évidemment, il y a encore beaucoup de chemin à faire. This is an answer now on equality, and we've made out our plan and stuck to it. We're saying the situation is similar to France, and we're making a personal point about our own house, and then we're making a global point about what happens in all our friends' houses, the general picture. And that's very important, that in this opinion piece, we have a general picture in our answer. And that's it for this lesson.